师来带领大家分享我们根本传承上师法王圣尊莲生活佛文集第274册小小叮咛。让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎莲月上师。
阿弥陀佛，谢谢大家。
现在我们请真佛佛业藏基金会代表线上供养，以表诚挚的谢意。接下来，我们一起来聆听莲月上师的导读。
好，让我们一心礼敬我们最尊贵、最无上的根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛，祈请传承大加持。一心礼敬雷藏寺坛城所有诸佛菩萨、龙天空行护法诸天神众，祈请放光加持，让我们今日的读书会每一字每一句都能够由根本上师无上的心海穿透到每位弟子们的心中。Om Guru 莲生Siddhi Om。各位敬爱的上师、法师，所有的同门，大家午安。我今天再继续上周的导读小小叮咛。这本书呢，我一直非常非常喜欢，而且这个小小叮咛的这一本书当中，师尊的每一句都触动着我们的心所以我很开心，连续2周跟大家分享小小叮咛。那么在上个礼拜的分享当中我分享了千根线、万根线千根线、万根线。我们今天这个彩虹雷藏寺外面下着雨这下着雨是不是千根线、万根线呢？是不是？这千根线、万根线掉到水里就怎么样？就不见请问在座的各位同门，包括我们是不是就是那千根线、万根线呢？是吗？是，我们都是千根线、万根线。全球500万的真佛弟子都是千根线、万根线。但是，当有一天我们融入了根本上师的心海，就怎么样？掉到水里就不见了这个掉到水里就不见，叫做什么？合一了，交融了。所以在上个礼拜，我为大家分享如何从千根线、万根线，我们掉到根本上师的心海，我们掉到佛性的毗卢性海，我们能够完全的交融，完全的合一，完全的相应。那么就在我们修法的法本里面，很重要的6个字，大家一定要慢慢的体会。这6个字叫做入我、合一、我入所以记得这6个字，我们一定能够细细的从我们的内心当中去修持，然后能够入我，能够合一，能够我入。那么我们都是怎么样？千根线、万根线，然后我们融入到师尊的心海，我们完完全全没有你我，完全的合一在毗卢性海。所以呢，这小小的一句令人很动心的话，这就是小小叮咛里面的小小叮咛。所以大家无论如何一定要打开般若藏， 或者是买师尊的新书，小小叮咛放在身边，成为每天师尊给我们的小小叮咛。那么千根线，万根线，怎么样才能够与佛性的大海融合为一呢？进入我们的下一篇，思念又思念。我们今天可以看看我们每天的念头有多少吗？我们可以算得出我们每天的念头有多少吗？算不出来的。但是这算不出来的念头，我们可以算得出我们思念师尊的念头有多少吗？微乎其微啊！我们整天的念头当中，然后有多少百分比的念头是意念着师尊的？这里面就主宰着我们是不是能够融入师尊的心海。所以呢，这个思念又思念的这篇文章呢，其实我
He talked about this chapter I really like. I like to read this together. When we read it, I read word by word. It's read from the heart that have flowed out. In this book, a friendly reminder, a little reminder, this conversation between the two. When it's you said, the other one's I said. You say, when say you say, when means not specifically who it is. It's the Buddha's child. When I say the grandmaster heart child. So who is I? I in this book means grandmaster. In this book, the small reminder, little reminder. This is it's a book that filled with feelings and sentimental feelings. The relationship between grandmasters and the disciple. You can feel the great compassionate love of the Buddha and Bodhisattva. This emotion, this relationship is very touching. It touches right deep in our heart. If you can feel this moving, heartfelt words, then you can really taste the Dharma if you have these feelings. This book is, we hear, you, Seattle, in Seattle, each tree, each single leaves represent that I'm thinking of you. And in each branch, there's a new leaf. And in fact, me, that think of Grandmaster is so real. How did Grandmaster reply? I said, Grandmaster, say, I'm in Taiwan 38 years. In Seattle, 37 years. In Taiwan. When I was in Taiwan, I think of Seattle. When I'm in Seattle, I think of Taiwan. Of course, I also think of you. This very thick relationship. You can feel it in the heart. You can. In fact, the way we think of grandmasters is just like the tree. In the springtime, the leaves, little leaves are growing on the branches. Isn't it so touching? Just like I said before, every day we have so many thoughts, countless of thoughts every day. just like how many strand of hair do you have, then every mouthful you take, how many grains of rice, you always have to carefully think about. And also, you gotta ask yourself, how often do you think of grandmasters? How you think of grandmaster? Then if you can think of grandmaster like the leaf, the little spring leaf are growing moment by moment, day by day, then that's the right view. And then we have a very, very deep relationship with grandmasters. And in fact, 你没有锁匙吗？你有锁匙啊。And we think of our grandmasters so deeply. And then when you think of grandmaster, this real relationship flowed from the heart. I often ask myself, I think I'm so blessed and so fortunate to take refuge in Grandmaster more than 30 years. I have read every book. In each book, the teaching is deeply embedded in my heart. I'd like to share with all of you, everyone. Now, Grandmaster have written more than 52 years. Every morning, Grandmaster will write one chapter. This is because Grandmaster have such a deep feelings and deep bond with the disciples. Now let's give it a deeper thought. This Grandmaster have written 275 books. If every day you read one whole book, how long does it take for you to read all of his book? Close to 1 whole year. Isn't that so? This 1 year calculation is when you take away the Saturday and Sunday. If we read one book once a week, it takes 6 years. If you read Grandmaster book, one book a week, it takes you close to 6 years to read all of his book, but you still cannot complete it. Why? Because Grandmaster continuously write every day. If you read one book each month, how long does it take? You never be able to read all this book because Grandmaster write every day. Do you understand how deep Grandmaster love us, care for us? I'm very, very grateful. This is a reason I also want to encourage everyone to participate in the book reading program, because we want to be able to submerge into the heart of Grandmaster, and you practice his teaching to comprehend, to be comprehensive in his teaching. Every morning, Grandmaster write for all sentient beings. Isn't this? It's enough for us to be grateful to him, deeply grateful to him. Grandmaster had written more than 270 books. You know, you have to spend a lot of time to read all of his writing. So, we should find a time to open Grandmaster's book and let Grandmaster's wisdom to fill our heart. And if you read it in the morning, it'll help you to deal with your everyday life. And then as a result, your wisdom will grow page by page. In this chapter, Grandmaster had taught us, in your whole life, we have countless of thoughts every day. And in fact, we have so much mixed feelings. We have for the feelings of mixed feeling, love and hate, or regrets and happiness. But how? We gotta let go. How do you let go of all thought and focus in one? Reading Grandmaster book, you can feel how deep his emotion for all his disciples. Grandmaster of more than 5 million disciples. If Grandmaster remember your name, you should be very, very so grateful. Grandmaster mentioned Wang Jingxiong. Wang Jingxiong is Grandmaster's schoolmate when he was a young child. In Grandmaster, in this chapter said, there's too many people I should be grateful to. There's so many people I should remember. Just like us, we have too many people we should be grateful to. When we think about it, it's all linked together, a big chain. My Grandmasters, although we have so many feelings and so many thoughts, but we must be able to know how to handle all thoughts. In the thing, thoughts, it's just like a small little river, and it's flowing down. What I practice is I let all thoughts slowly and slowly, let's gather as one. Can you have so many different thoughts in your mind, tens of thousands of thoughts in your mind to transform into just one? Our thought is just like the active waves in the ocean. How do you let it calm down? Just like it's float calmly, quietly, instead of big waves. How do you do that? How can we let the countless wave of thoughts and become like a smooth, quiet float of water running down? So you gotta do adjustment. How? So you do it using practicing. So when you have so many thoughts going up and down, then what you do? You adjust your breathing. Let the breathing go slow and also small, slow breathing. This is we need to control our breath. Breathe in slowly and deep into your body. Everybody knows how to breathe. Everybody laugh in front of me. How can Master Master Lin, you ask us, do you know how to breathe? How come this is such a dumb question? We all know how to breathe.
都知道自己的呼吸，
Everybody know.
没有吗？
Do everybody knows we breathe? Do you think about your breathing? Do you pay attention? Say, oh, I'm breathing today. How come we're not mindful? How come we're not mindful enough of breathing?
没有办法去体会到我们在呼吸，而且呼吸是如此的珍贵。
In fact, breathing, be able to breathe
没错，我们
is
大家都会呼
precious.
吸
Yes, everybody knows how to
但是
breathe,
如果我们
but
只是从出生
from the
会呼
time
吸
you are
到
born
生命结束停止
till
呼
the
吸
very end, you stop breathing. When you're first born, you breathe. The last day, you stop. This I can use the comparison as a battery.
买来的时候是
When you
新
first
的
purchase the battery, it's
能
brand new,
量很强
strong in the power and energy. But
慢慢的
slowly,
越用
the
越没电了，最后
the battery will
完全
empty
没电了。
because
我们
when
说
you
这个
use
电
it,
池
it
没电了，
decreases bit
就把
by
它丢
bit.
到垃圾桶，对不
So
对？
when it's all gone, what
我们
happened?
生
You
命
just
是不是也是
chuck
如
away
此啊？
the
我
battery
们
into
出
the
生就会
garbage.
呼吸，
This is how life is all about,
知道
isn't
我们会
it?
呼吸，
Yes,
但
we know how to
是我们
breathe.
所有的念头，所有的一切起伏的心念，所有的贪嗔痴，所有的爱恨情仇，所有的一切的念头，消耗了我们一生
And in fact,
大
all
半
our
的时光
thoughts, the
最
wavelets
后
of
我
thoughts,
们的生命
the
终于没电了，
used up
然
all
后
our energy.
就叫做什么？生命没电了，叫做什么？
So when your life is no energy, then
我
what
们的生
happened?
命
That
跟
means
电池
death.
是不是一样的？
Life is the same as the battery.
但是今天，
Today,
请问
I want to
在座的
ask
每一位，
everyone here in front of me,
要不要开始会呼吸了？
I think everyone should know how to breathe.
这个上师就问了一个非常愚蠢的问
Master
题
and also ask
开
another
始要
dumb
呼吸了
question. You start breathing.
开始要会呼吸了
I'm not saying
而
that
是
you start to know how to
让我们
breathe.
自己提升
It's just like
从一个
you need
普通的
to
电池提升成为一个充电的电池。
what we know. I'm trying to tell you is you want to become a rechargeable
会
battery.
呼吸，
Then you know how to breathe.
人生
Then your life.
活着。那我们如何
Then
把
it means
这
you're alive. Life is alive.
升级
How do you let
充
yourself
电电池呢？
to evolve and upgrade to be a rechargeable battery?
我们思念
How?
谁呀？
Is
哎，大
by
家的答案都正确。思
keep
念师尊呐、为什么我们要思念师尊？
thinking
为什么？
and keep
是他是我们的根本。
keep
还有一句话
thinking
大家
and
永远要
thinking
记得啊
of Grandmaster.
密教的根本
Mindful
传
and mindful.
承
You need to be mindful. Mindful.
代表着十发
Good Guru
是
is represent
诸佛菩萨
the whole universe of the Buddha,
功德
Bodhisattvas,
所以当
and
我们
and
思念
Grandmaster
师
have
尊的
this
时候记得
great merits
思
like the
念
whole
有
universe.
思念
So
当我们思念师尊的时候
when we are
师
mindful
尊
and
显
always
现在虚空中
remember,
如
have
大日
Grandmaster
般
in
的
our
显
heart,
现无量的光明。
that means you
所以师
have
尊说
the energy like the great sun in the whole universe, and thus you'll be able to receive the endless of the blessing, the Dharma float, and the empowerment into our heart. But we are so far away from Grandmaster from Seattle.
真的很远
How are we going to receive
距离不是
the
问题啊，什么才
this
是问题？
ongoing float of energy, onflowing
思念
of
才是问题啊
empowerment?
所以
So
我
how?
就说灌顶的
So it's
河
very
流
important.
永不枯竭
If you always think of Grandmaster, if you always think of him, mindful of Grandmaster, this
完成法
you will continuously receiving the non-stop empowerment. So this is why this is so important that you always have Grandmaster in your heart. Always mindful, have him in your heart.
很清楚地
When you
观察
keep
出来
thinking of Grandmaster, you will be able to visualize Grandmaster so easily. You will see the great sun, that the sunlight will shine through the whole universe. Again, Grandmaster represent Buddha, Bodhisattva in 3 lives, in 3 times, like past, present, and future. In fact, when you see the great light of Grandmasters, this light also include, also has containing all the light from all the Buddha and Bodhisattva in the whole universe. And then this float of energy, this float of light, the float of love, and the countless and boundless of the blessing, charging and filling our whole body. And then we inhale slowly, and we exhale, and let all the negative energy, all the impure thoughts, and the karma, let it expel from our skin pores throughout the whole body. In other words, we will receive Grandmaster blessing just like our breathing. Therefore, you are receiving purifications, and you are continuously receiving the power of the empowerment. As a result, you evolve. That means our bodies is a small battery, but we'll be able to recharge. What is the rechargeable battery? Where's the source coming from? Grandmaster's light, all the Buddha's light, the whole universe, because Grandmaster represent all the Buddha and Bodhisattva in the whole universe throughout 3 times. Now I ask all of you again, do you know how to breathe? It's not quite exactly. Now I ask you now, from this point on forward, do you know how to breathe? Yes, we know. Oh, I like this answer. Let's give yourself a great applause. So that means, and keep thinking and thinking of Grandmasters. So this thinking is not just this thinking of Grandmaster is not skin deep. It should be in the heart. Let this energy keep floating non-stop. And if you can do that with this energy, with Grandmaster's energy, be able to unify like a circle, then you will feel the difference. How come people have been learning Buddhism throughout the life? How come you still stay in the same stage? Often look at myself in the mirror. I will ask myself, am I still the same person as I was? I'm not talking about the outward appearance. I'm saying that how come I still have this unpleasant habitual traits? Do you have the same feelings? And do you have this frustration and disappointment that we're not making any progress? So if we're not able to go deep and linked to Grandmaster. When you do your cultivations, you just go through the step by step without submerging. And you will not be able to receive the true blessing. When you listen to Grandmaster's Dharma talk, it seems to be when Grandmaster talk about joke, we are most awake. And in fact, we should have, when we listen to Grandmaster's teaching, we should always have this excitement or the great attention, the interest. It's like listen to Grandmaster's joke, the Grandmaster joke. So when you learn from Grandmasters, we must use Grandmaster's teaching, use it in our life. How you be able to do that is often think of Grandmaster in your mind. You gotta be always really appreciate Grandmaster's caring heart, how he looked at us, how he nurtured us from his writing. More than 50 years, he never stops to write. He never stopped. Give us teaching. And all his teaching is help us to be able to return back into his heart. Return is his pure land. Grandmaster keeps saying, come back, return home. Grandmaster give us a lot of the great light to show us the path. But if you don't understand Grandmaster's heart, if you do not always be mindful of have Grandmaster in your heart, how will you be able to link up with Grandmaster with a strong link? So we should have a table. And with all the books in the list of Grandmasters, all the book Grandmasters had written, you should have a table for every book that you read. Give it a check mark. And let's see. Then you know when you read Grandmaster's book, it's like you are communicate with Grandmaster from heart to heart. When you're reading his book, then you know how deep he's in your heart. If you do not feel the connection with Grandmasters, you do not feel that heartfelt feelings and relationship, then it's not the perfect one. They're not the perfect one. So from today on, do you want to change? Change your old self. Do you want to? Yes. This is affirmative. Your affirmative answer. It's all heard by Buddha and all the holy deities in the whole universe. So how? Always have Grandmaster in your mind. Always think of him. Let your regular battery become a rechargeable one. How do you about doing it, achieving this goal? That means we slowly adjusting our breathing and let each breath to calm our minds and emotions, and always be mindful of the Grandmaster, to see Grandmasters always appear in front of us like the great sun in the universe, because this great sunlight is like you submerging in the whole universe, linked up with all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the whole universe. Throughout the 3 times, when you see this great light, what do? You calm yourself down, inhale this energy, let this nectar, let the energy from the universe Through the breathing, let's fill up the whole entire body and our whole heart. As a result, you'll be able to change your habits, your habitual traits, and be able to purify yourself. And just like the energy of the sun in the universe, the non-stop blessing, the ongoing flow of empowerment of blessing will continuously, without stopping, charging you up. As a result, the heart energy becomes stronger and stronger. Then as a result, we will not remain the same state. And if every day you practice the Dharma, you practice your meditation, then you will start to treasure every moment. You treasure life. And it's really evolved. Then you will be able to be closer to Grandmaster. Then your connection with Grandmaster will be stronger and stronger. As a result, you can use Grandmaster. You'll be able to use what you learn from Grandmasters. That is all because of you deeply always thinking of Grandmasters. Then as a result, you're not just remaining a lost soul, and you're not just to have a very shallow relationship with Grandmasters, because you deeply believe in Grandmasters. Then as a result, you become the precious child of Grandmaster. Would you like to become his precious child? Because your willingness, Grandmaster can hear you. So when you be able, if you keep doing that one day for sure, you'll be able to understand. You and Grandmaster are as one. There isn't any different. Yesterday in a group cultivations, Amitabha, principal deity, yoga Dhamma practice. In fact, Amitabha has countless of emanations of, it's like 395,000. We talk about 36 trillion. All the Buddha and Amitabha in the whole universe, what are they? They are Padma Kumara. When you think of Grandmasters, non-stop. And link up 10, and in fact, let all your thoughts and linked up as one. And if you can do that, every thought, it's been mind-blowing, Grandmaster, who you are. You are. And you are Padma Kumara. Remember that. You gotta remember this connection, this contract, this commitment. And we need to commit with Grandmaster for eternity. We must keep thinking of Grandmaster non-stop until we and Grandmaster never separate, become as one.
上真佛波业障，或者是买这一本书，每天看看师尊对我们做了多少的叮咛呢？275本的文集，请大家算算看，我们愿
This
意
Grandmaster written 275 books.
一定
So you must have to commit to yourself to read all Grandmaster's books.
在
All
我
right?
们互相的承诺下，今天的
This
读书会结束了，
is
谢谢大家。
a great commitment. Now it comes to the end of a book reading program. I'm really grateful, Master Lian-Yue, her valuable teaching, her valuable teaching. We're grateful for her participation in the book reading program, and Master Lian-Yue will return back to Taiwan, and then next week we have Master Lian-Sheng to participate in our next book reading program.